Steve Perry is bringing good music back, and he's back on the Billboard charts. We'll talk about that coming
And now it's time for Steve Perry News with Gary Stuckey. All Steve Perry News.
Hello, everybody. It's Gary Stuckey. Welcome back to another episode of Steve Perry News. And you know, Steve Perry's album Traces is about to debut on the top 200 album charts on Billboard at number 6, is what they're saying. The week runs, I think, Friday through Saturday, and then they go through, I think, a posting. Kind of confused on that. I think it was supposed to happen on Sunday, but I've been reading, I think they post them on Tuesdays, um, the official uh, the official chart, that is. But I'm waiting to see what happens. But the week ended on Saturday officially, so we'll be waiting to see uh, Steve Perry's number 6 on the charts there with Traces. And speaking of Billboard charts, you know, when you look at these albums that are in the top 10, most of them you've never heard of. If you're like me, you know, if you're really young or you're into certain kinds of music, I don't know, like the youngsters do today, you know, maybe you know who they are, but I really don't recognize a lot of the music. You know, in the top 20, you might have a Taylor Swift in there or somebody that you recognize, you know, here and there, but a lot of them, I can honestly say, you know, when I was younger, I listened to Casey's Top 40, and I knew everybody on the charts. It didn't matter if it was rock or pop or, you know, new wave or even, you know, Run DMC or something. You know, it didn't matter who it was. Uh, it was, I knew it. It was top 40, and the songs were great. You know, most of the songs from the 80s, the songs from back then, you loved. You know, the songs you could listen to. They had a melody. They had the great vocals and, you know, a good mixture of music and the beats and everything, you know, just really fit for the time, you know. And and if you'll check out Steve Perry's Traces now and give it an honest listen, not even from a fan's point of view, but just pretend you don't know who Steve Perry is. Pretend that you don't know who Journey is or those sounds that you grew up on. And listen to that. You still have the vocals are there, the melodies there, the harmonies, the music is there. I mean, honestly, it deserves to be in the top 10. It deserves to be number 1. And hopefully, this will pave the way. I know some people are arguing about it. You know, will it pave the way for the music of today? Will it bring back some of those sounds? I would hope so. I would sincerely hope that this album, you know, brings some of the newer generation of fans into the mix. You know, and I noticed a lot of people are going back and buying the Journey Greatest Hits because, hey, it's Steve Perry, the guy from Journey, you know, and they get to discover some of his solo stuff and Journey and all that, and they discover Steve Perry, you know, as an artist is really awesome. So the younger generation is going, this guy's pretty good, you know. So maybe that will stir something up, and maybe people, you know, will start actually liking this kind of music, and it'll be popular again, you know, and hopefully it'll start something, you know, where musicians tend to copy each other, you know, and maybe that will be like a format. Maybe Steve Perry's music will be a format, you know, for everybody to compare their music to, like a standard, you know, like saying, hey, this is good stuff. We need to be on that level, you know. And I've done that myself, you know, writing songs. A lot of people say, you know, when I write a song, somebody says Steve Perry could sing that. Well, that's because I've listened to him my whole life and Journey. So that's the reason. So you set a standard and you try to match that standard, you know, and at least have songs that have those qualities, you know, have the vocals, have the music there, the melody, you know, just something that people can listen to over and over again and go, wow, this is good. And Traces is one of those albums. And I honestly am telling you the truth. So if you haven't already bought it, go out and buy it. because it's a great album. Go buy two or three, like I said before. But in all honesty, um, that's really a good album, and it needs to be number one on the charts, and hopefully when it does debut, like they said at number six, it'll keep going up. But anyway, new music today, it just ain't cutting it, not compared to Steve Perry. Uh, but that's my opinion. I think a lot of you may agree. But anyway, hey, this is Gary Stuckey. Don't stop believing, everybody. God bless you.